Hello, and welcome to the 14th BrettCast episode, the sort of podcast where I take all of my segments and jam them into one longer form video that releases a few times a month. Kicking things off is a double dose of what's new with. First, I'll be looking through the LEGO Fall 2023 catalog. Then I'll be looking at some interesting Takara Transformer releases. After that, it'll be anime talk, where I'm going to be discussing and giving my thoughts on the third season of Netflix's Ultraman anime. And finally, I'll run over to movie and TV talk, where I want to talk about the fifth season of CW's The Flash. So, let's get into it. Hello everybody, and welcome to the first part of the What's New With segment. And in this first part, I'm going to be flipping through the LEGO Fall 2023 catalog here. So, without further ado, let's take a look. Of course, we have the cover here with LEGO Dreams, their new theme on the front. It's pretty interesting artwork there. But let's open her up here. And here we start with our table of contents over here. And we also have some of the new Dreams sets right up front here. We have Izzy and Bunshu the bunny. And, you know, some things that the bunny can do. Kind of cool looking. And then, of course, over here we have... I really like this one, the Fantastical Treehouse. I mean, of course I like it. It's $109. But that is a really cool looking treehouse. Seems like every LEGO set that I like nowadays is always $100 or more. Of course, you know, there's some options here for how you can build it. Let's move along here. We have the Dream Village up here. Again, there seems to be two ways that you can build these, which is pretty cool. We have the Stable of Dream Creatures, $79 set there, with the creatures having different ways you can build them. And over here we have Mr. Oz's Space Bus. Not the most interesting, but, you know, you don't see that kind of thing. And then down here we have Mateo and Ziblob the robot. I like this one. I like robots, though. You know, it's not the most intricate robot, but it's kind of cool. He's a 6-inch robot. Woo, that's nice. And there's, you know... I may actually pick that one up. That's kind of cool looking. I like it. Let's move along though. Continuing on with more Dreams stuff here. We have Mrs. Costello's Turtle Van. An interesting concept here. Of course, you can make it as a van. You can make it as the Turtle Van. You can make it as anything you want. And down here we have the Crocodile Car. Kind of interesting one, of course. And over here, another one of my favorites that I've seen already is the Nightmare Shark Ship. And this is awesome. And again, of course it is because it's $140. But that just looks so cool. I wish I could get that, but I'm not gonna try. But yeah, pretty cool stuff there. Now we're at to some LEGO Friends stuff here. We have the Sea Rescue Plane, $20. We have the Sea Rescue Center for $50. And we have the Beach House Amusement Park set here. That is $120. Not bad, not bad. And we have the Beach Buggy Fun. Just a little $11 car set there. Continuing on, we have the horse training set there, $30 set. We have Autumn's Horse Stable, which is a $60 set. And of course, my personal favorite one out of these, and I know, Lego Friends, how could you have a favorite one of those? Yes, it's the Heart Lake City Community Center. I like this. I mean, it's like a modular thing, but I like this. The different colors, there's a slide. There's just so much going on. There's the rear view of it down here. It's just so cool, and you can rearrange because it's modular. Each floor in a different pattern, it's just really cool, and I really like that. And I wish it wasn't $140. And over here, we're getting into some of the last couple Friends sets here. We have Gabby and Mercat's Ship and Spa. It's a $20 set. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is not Friends. This is Gabby's Dollhouse. And we have Kitty Fairy's Garden Party down here. It's in the style of Friends. And we have Gabby's Dollhouse over here. Not bad, not bad for an $80 set. And we have the Bakey with Cakey Fun set, which is very small. But it's nice to see a new theme like that. Now we're into some Disney stuff here. We got Little Mermaid, Anna and Elsa's Magical Carousel, Ariel's Treasure Chest there, and my personal favorite, and this set is already available, the Up House. Still don't have it, but I hope I eventually will get it. But yeah, nice set there. And down here we've got some Disney duos. So there's a Finding Nemo one, there's a Moana one, there's one from Pocahontas, and one from Beauty and the Beast there. Coming over here, of course, we have some Creator 3-in-1 stuff. We've got the Space Shuttle here for $10. Not bad, not bad. Little options there you can build it as if you want. That's actually kind of cool. And we have the Surfer Beach House there. I like that one. I do like that one. And we have the Adorable Dogs, which I don't really like how they look personally. But that's just me. And of course over here we have the Disney Castle Big Boy set here. That is a $400 set. Oh my god. It's big, but wow. That's pretty cool. And we get some Harry Potter crap, of course. We have the Quidditch trunk. We have the Battle of Hogwarts down here. And we have the Hogwarts Express and Hogsmeade Station over here. Woo, Harry Potter, yay. Onward to Ninjago here. We have the Baby Dragon Battle. We have the Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores down here. That is wow, that's a $95 set. Interesting. We have Destiny's Bounty over here. That is a $160 set. Jesus. And down here we have the Imperium Dragon Hunter Hound. That is a $20 set. Now we're into some Lego City stuff here. So we've got the Combo Race Pack. That's pretty interesting. You get a car, like an off-road car, and a boat for $30. I mean, I might pick that up. I might. We have the Monster Truck Race there. I don't really care about that. And down here we have the Ice Cream Shop for $40. Not bad, actually. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. I may pick that one up. I don't know. Although, for 300 pieces, Over here we have the Deep Sea Explorer sub Pretty cool. Down here in New Boy, we got the Arctic Explorer snowmobile for an $11 set. Not bad, not bad. Some more Arctic. Now we're onwards to the Marvel. We have the Iron Man Hulkbuster versus Thanos, and that's pathetic. You call that a Hulkbuster? That's sad. But I guess for a 4+ set, you know, what can you do? Down here we've got the Endgame Final Battle set. Pretty cool. Some little hidden things down here. The Cap's shield, Thor's hammer. I think that's the Time Stone, and the van from Ant-Man. And you know, there's all sorts of things happening there. But the big new one here, we have the No Way Home. No Way Home's Final Battle, and I like this. And again, of course I do, because it's $109, but that is a very, very cool looking set there. Continuing on with some Marvel stuff, we have Construct figures. Yay! Because these don't look absolutely horrendous. We have Wolverine, blah. Captain America, blah. And we have the Venomized Groot, which I've actually seen this one in stores already. And we have the new Captain America shield. Yay, that looks really bland for $200. Down here we have the Black Widow and Captain America motorcycles. Woohoo, I guess. I don't know. And now, on to some Batman stuff here. We have a new 4+ Batmobile Pursuit versus the Joker. We have the one that I want, the Batmobile versus the Joker Chase from the '89 movie. I want that. And the only one I've seen in store so far is this one, the Batwing Batman versus the Joker, which I did not buy, but it's good to know that this is a $40 set. This, to me, is the only good Construct figure I've seen. I actually don't mind the Batman one. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad. And, of course, there's the Shadowbox Batcave that, I don't really care. It's too expensive anyway, but it just doesn't look all that good to me. Now we're into some new theme here, which with Lego Sonic. They're like, second ever video game theme besides Minecraft? Major video game theme, but we have Tales Workshop Tornado Plane here. We have the Amy's Animal Rescue Island here. Down here we have Sonic versus Dr. Eggman's Death Egg Robot. That's interesting. And of course over here we have the Green Hill Loop Zone Challenge set. Kinda interesting as well. And we have Sonic's Speed Spear Challenge. And I don't know, I wonder if any of these can be combined together. I mean, I'm not a Sonic fan, but still. And speaking of Lego Minecraft, we've got the Pumpkin Farm. Ooh. The Crafting Box 4.0. We have these are all new. The Iron Golem Fortress. I kind of like that one. I don't really collect Lego Minecraft anymore, but that one's not bad, actually. And it better be for $100. And down here we have the Axolotl House. Kind of cute. Reminds me of the Fox House that I think I still have, but... And of course, over here we have some Super Mario stuff here. We have Donkey Kong's Treehouse. Interesting. And over here we have the Dry Bowser Castle. Kind of male looking in my opinion, but... I mean, especially for $100, But that's just me. And we got some more Mario stuff here. We've got the Picnic at Mario's House. Kind of whatever. We have Larry and Morton's Airship expansion. Not bad actually, for $80, not bad. We've got Diddy Kong's Minecart Ride there. Kinda cool. And Dixie Kong's Jungle Jam. Just another little one there, so a lot of expansion options for your Lego Super Mario stuff. And, of course, it's not Lego without Star Wars. We have the Pirate Snub Fighter. It looks okay. We got the Spider Tank, which I don't know what this image is. Whoever did this image, like what even is that? What is this doing? I don't know, man. And we have the Mandalorian Fang Fighter versus TIE Interceptor. Not bad looking. We have the mechs, the Star Wars mechs, which all kind of look like the to me, this one looks the best, the Stormtrooper one, but oh well. We have the Jedi Temple down here. Just kind of whatever. And we have the Yavin 4 base, which is $170. Very big, of course. Coming over here, we have the Ahsoka's Clone Trooper Battle Pack. Not bad for $20. Got Yoda Starfighter. About time they did one of those. And we got some new brickheads here, the Battle of Endor Heroes. And then coming over here, we have the Endor Speeder Chase Diorama. And we have the Executor. This isn't a fucking Pokemon brain. Executor Superstar Destroyer. Over here, we have the Rover, the NASA Mars Rover Perseverance. Not bad. Some Technic there. We have the Technic... is it Peugeot? Peugeot? I don't know how you say it. The Peugeot 9x8 24-hour Le Mans hybrid supercar. Not a fan of Technic, honestly, but... We have the Bugatti there. We have the new Lamborghini Huracan Technica. Which, that green. We have the Audi RSQ e-tron there. Again, I don't really do Technic, so... Of course, over here, we have the Icons of Play, which we're featuring the El Dorado Fortress over here. Kinda neat. A little bit of a throwback, of course. We have this one I like, the Corvette, this 60s style Corvette. That's really cool, honestly. I like that. And then we have the Tranquil Garden, which actually looks really nice. I wouldn't mind that, but again, that's $100. We have some art here. We have the Hakusai Great Wave. Pretty cool. And we have the Amazing Spider-Man art. I like that one. Especially with the hands kind of grabbing the frame there. And we have another art one here, of course, the Starry Night, which is an absolute classic. This one I really like, this new architecture set of the Himeji Castle. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I really like this set. This is cool. Like, I wish I had $160 to drop on this, but I don't. Maybe someday, but I don't right now, but I like that. And of course, the last thing on the back of our magazine here is the Hocus Pocus Sanderson Sisters Cottage. which actually doesn't look half bad. I kind of like how that looks, but that is a $230 set, so it better be pretty cool. But yeah, that's gonna do it for, this part of What's New With. Alright, so now that we're at the second half of the What's New With segment, let's take a look at what interesting Takara Transformer news there is. Let's dive into this. First, I have here is the missing link C01 and C02 Optimus Prime. I gotta be honest, when I saw people start talking about this one on YouTube and other places, I swear that they were losing their minds, thinking this is like the greatest thing to ever come out of Transformers. Apparently these are tied in with the 40th anniversary of the Transformers brand, so that's pretty neat. But I really do think that these people are putting a lot more hype behind these reveals than is necessary. So what these missing link Optimus Primes are basically the G1 Optimus Prime mold, but with the articulation of a current Transformers figure. And that's a neat idea, no less. Now, what is the difference between the two primes? Well, C-01 Optimus Prime has a more toy-accurate deco with the yellow eyes and yellow windshield, and also comes with the entire trailer, while C-02 Prime is the more cartoon-accurate deco with the blue eyes and windshield, and also doesn't come with the whole trailer, and I like that. Both do come with Matrix of Leadership, Energon Axe, and his classic gun as well. I don't think I'm going to get either of these primes, honestly. And if I did, I'd only get the one without the trailer. And honestly, if I were going to get something like this anyway, I would only spring for something if they do a missing link type of thing for Jazz or Thundercracker. C-01 Prime has a price of $120, mind you, while the C-02 Prime has a price of $70, and both have an estimated release date of March 2024. The next and the final thing that I have here is the Lunar Cruiser Optimus Prime. Yep, I'm putting this with the likes of the Camera Optimus Prime, where it's just a really goofy and stupid thing, if you ask me. The vehicle mode looks great, which means that this is probably something where they primarily focused on the vehicle mode first, and the robot mode, not as much. I mean, the robot mode isn't as bad as Camera Optimus Prime, but I just can't look at this and not laugh at how stupid it looks. This Prime has a price of $75 and an estimated release date of June 2024. With that, that's going to bring the What's New With segment to a close. Hello, and welcome to the Anime Talk segment. In this segment, I'm going to be discussing and giving my thoughts on the third and final season of Netflix's Ultraman anime. Remember that there will be spoilers, so let's get into it. This was definitely an interesting final season for Ultraman. I'm not going to go episode by episode telling you the basics of what happened in each one, but rather this. There's a lot of focus early on in the season where these aliens kind of like morph into one of the Ultramen and go on some sort of destructive rampage in the city. This first happens to Shinjiro, where what looks like his Ultraman suit causes an incident at the Rena Sayama concert, and this causes regular people to begin to lose faith in Ultraman and the SSSP. This then happens to Seiji as well, where an alien pretending to be him kills a guy in a park, and it was all caught on camera, and that, again, makes regular people lose more faith in the Ultraman and the SSSP. Now, who you assume is the season villain, Mephisto, is sort of pulling the strings of the aliens that go out posing as the Ultraman. He started this all by basically making it look like he killed Shinjiro's dad, Shin, and Bemular, when in fact Mephisto captured the two of them, but he needed Shinjiro to believe that they were dead. The thing is that Mephisto isn't really the season villain, because he does end up getting defeated by Shinjiro, but also redirects the energy from Shinjiro's beam attack towards his own ship, which sets the last part of his plan into motion. What we learn in a huge twist is that this plan was all laid down by Ito, that one-eyed alien dude that worked with the SSP and helped the Ultramen all throughout the first 2 seasons of the anime. This was all his plan because apparently a group known as the Star Cluster Council accepted Earth to be a part of it, but they also recognized that the Ultramen is a threat, and so they needed the people of Earth to lose their faith in the Ultramen, and then Ito would rid the Earth and the universe of the Ultramen, which means releasing Zeton to accomplish this. Ultimately, the Ultramen beat Zeton. Shinjiro accomplishes both beating Ito and becoming the Giant of Light in the process, and makes him a lot more powerful than he was, and it kind of makes his suit having this blend of like the classic Ultraman look and the look of his regular suit in this anime, and I like it. As with previous seasons of this anime, they really hit it out of the park when it comes to animating the fight scenes, and they are always done really well. The suits look awesome as they always do. I just wish it didn't have to end. They had this sort of after credits scene that seems to make it look like there could possibly be a continuation to the anime, but everything I've seen when I look it up at this time says that the 3rd season is it. I would honestly recommend this anime, all of it, even if you are like me and have never watched a single Ultraman thing before this. Season 3 of Netflix's Ultraman is good and enjoyable. And that's all I got, so that's going to end the Anime Talk segment. Hello, and welcome to the Movie and TV Talk segment. In this segment, I'm going to talk about the 5th season of The Flash. Remember that there will be spoilers, so let's get into it. First thing I want to say right off the start is that the suit for The Flash in Season 5 here is the worst. Honestly, 4 seasons of the outfit looking pretty good, and then they go and they take away like that lower jaw section, whatever it's called, of the costume, and it looks really bad. Like, it makes the Flash's face, specifically his jawline, look really square and much bigger than it actually is when he's not wearing the suit. I just want to know who pitched removing that part of the costume and who approved it, because it was not a good idea at all. Now, like a lot of the characters in this show, I was definitely not a fan of Nora because she was super annoying. She just started out the season like rushing into these situations before actually thinking about what she may be running into, which usually doesn't go the best for Nora. She does that very frequently in many episodes, and she just continues to do that even when Barry or someone else tells her to think before running in, and she'll just say that she gets it, but she never learns her lesson, and it is super annoying. Then later on in the season, she gets mad at Barry because, he ran her back to whatever time period she's from, because she didn't tell him that she was working with Thawne, the guy who kind of killed his mom. To get back, she uses her anger to utilize the negative speed force, and from that, she has this episode and a half where she kind of gets together with some of the other minor villains. It's kind of pathetic because as soon as the Flash shows up, she ends her little villain arc, and it just seemed kind of pointless to have Nora do that to begin with. Literally, most of what happens in this season is the fault of Nora being there from the future. For part of the season, there's the villain of Cicada, who was just a guy. And they end up giving this guy the metahuman cure, but then another Cicada arrives from the future to become the villain for the rest of the season. And this only happens because Nora is there and she's not supposed to be. If I'm being honest, I was happy to see her disappear at the end of the season because she was so annoying and she never learned her lesson ever. She was getting on par with how annoying that Ralph is, and that is saying something. Then we have Cisco, who was a little bit strange this season. I say this because for the bulk of the season, he's fine being Vibe and being his usual super smart self. However, once he realizes that he can make the metahuman cure, he very quickly changes his mind and basically says he doesn't want to be Vibe anymore, and just wants to be his normal super smart guy self. Like, the weird thing is that towards the end of the season, Caitlin basically calls out Cisco on no longer wanting to be Vibe, and Cisco's response is to deny ever having said that he no longer wanted to be Vibe, yet Cisco then very quickly decides to take the metahuman cure after saying this to Caitlin, and also showing to his new girlfriend, Camilla, that he is Vibe. I don't really know why he bothered to show her that he is Vibe and then take the cure. It just seems like that was kind of pointless of Cisco to show her that he's Vibe if he was just going to remove that from himself. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered to their relationship, but still. It's just odd for Cisco to make such a drastic character change that I didn't feel like was warranted. I don't think he had all that much of a good reason for taking the metahuman cure, because he has shown time and time again that he is very capable of being Vibe while also being Cisco, his usual super smart self. For the most part, though, Barry and Iris were not all that different in Season 5. The only major thing that happened between them is when Barry speeds Nora back to her time, and he does so without consulting Iris, and the two have like an argument about it. And Barry's whole defense is that Thawne killed his mother, and Iris basically tells him that, he needs to get over it, like she has. Iris even goes to where Barry took Nora and tries to bring Nora back without consulting Barry because of how mad she is with him. Caitlin doesn't really change all that much. She has a run-in with her dad, but that's like a single episode resolution thing. Plus, Caitlin and Frost are more or less one and the same person, where Caitlin can just call upon Frost whenever she needs her to come out. One thing I find very interesting is that in the last few episodes, they learn that Thawne's plan for destroying Cicada's dagger is because it's the only thing in his time that's keeping his powers suppressed while he's on death row. The team even figures this out at one point, and they try not to destroy the dagger, but then they end up destroying the dagger anyway, which frees Thawne, so I guess it was more important for the team to destroy the dagger than to worry about whatever Thawne may or may not do. I don't know, it is just very interesting that they don't really care about Thawne or his plan, but I'm sure that something will come of this in the remaining seasons. If I'm being perfectly honest with myself, Season 5 of The Flash is pretty mediocre to me. The Flash's outfit is horrible, Nora is annoying, and the whole reason that anything happens in the season, and they just kind of destroyed the dagger without a care as to Thawne and whatever plan he may have. I hope that Season 6 is better, but I don't keep expectations with this show. And that's going to bring the movie and TV talk segment to a close. That's also going to bring the 14th BrettCast episode to its end. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comments section, and I may answer a question or discuss a comment in a future episode. If you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.